All right, welcome back to the second half of our top 10 sneakers of 2025 list. Today, we're going to be finishing off the list, going through our number 5 picks to our number 1. So this should be pretty exciting.
Past that, there's quite a bit of random news to talk about. We got some touch grass slides. The Jordan 40 is finally getting a really cool, I guess not finally because they've already had some cool ones, but the Ferrari Jordan 40. And Jown coming back with another New Balance. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this week's episode.
All right, so we want to kick this off with Adidas, Fear of God.
Yeah. So we didn't hit on this on the intro, but this is a pretty big one that, I mean, we saw coming, but
yeah,
Fear of God, Adidas, it's over. End of an era. Jerry Lorenzo confirmed it. I believe he was on a podcast, if I'm not mistaken, in an interview with Area Hughes as part of Complex's Please Explain story. The Fear of God founder confirmed that the end of Fear of God Athletics under Adidas it's happening. It's coming to an end. As of today, this is a quote from him. As of today, I'm still under contract with Adidas. We have about 2 months left. The partnership ends at the end of December. We agreed to not renew on both sides. I feel like if we've done what we were called to do for Adidas and give them a perspective and a vision to run with, I feel like for myself and my team, we've learned a lot. Grateful for those lessons. The reality is Adidas is set to different standards and measures of performance. We'll get into that. What they're trying to do is different than what Fear of God is. Fear of God will wait 10 years to make sure that this is what it needs to be. They don't have the luxury to do that, right? So,
yeah,
that's a quote from the man himself, Jerry Lorenzo. So they both agreed to mutually part ways. I think the line that I just read is kind of the big kicker. What we're trying to do is, the reality is Adidas is set to different standards and measures of performance.
It was a very interesting interview. I actually listened through it the other day. They didn't talk about Adidas until literally the last 15 minutes of the entire interview.
The elephant in the room. It kind of makes sense.
Yeah, like if you want to listen to it, just fast forward all the way to the end. But I thought it was interesting just because he talked a lot about, you know, they wanted to take time to develop basically the perfect silhouette. Jerry thinks the basketball 1 was perfect in terms of like just shape, material choice, all of that. It just wasn't received very well. Personally, I love the shoe. It looks great, but it's like walking around with bricks tied to your feet. Like there's no bend to it. It's super heavy. Not the most comfortable thing in the world, but they were really pressing him to release, you know, the basketball 2, which I just pulled out a pair, but this shoe right here was actually designed for Prada. I had no idea. He sort of like dove into this a little bit, but it was originally supposed to be an Adidas, Prada, possibly Fear of God 3-way collaboration, but I think it was just mainly Adidas and Prada. But when that collaboration sort of like ended up getting scrapped, they took this silhouette and sort of reworked it a little bit to make it more Fear of God, and now it's the basketball 2, which I thought that was just an interesting story because I had, you know, no idea that was a thing. But yeah, I feel like if they would have just stuck with this silhouette, like the trainer, this to me feels like the ultimate Fear of God Adidas shoe, that it's just more recognizable. The quality's great. They're pretty dang comfortable. Nothing like, you know, to write home about, but compared to the ones, I just think this was a missed opportunity. They released January last year and we saw 2 colorways. And I'm like, why are we seeing 10 colorways of the basketball 2 when obviously no one's buying them? Just drop this. This is so much better. So I don't know. And people aren't hooping in them anyway. But
no,
it doesn't make any sense to me. We all saw it coming, like you said. It sucks because I like the apparel personally, but even on that side,
I'm wearing the apparel, I'm wearing a hoodie
even on
right
that
now.
side, it's expensive, dude. Like the price of the apparel is crazy. It is. I mean, like, I just don't know.
I mean, So like they had an extensive catalog of shoes that came out. I'm looking at StockX right here. I mean, there's a dozen plus 24 shoes that came out, and a lot of them were special colorways and just various different takes on shoes that didn't really necessarily release to the public. But yeah, the original basketball shoe, basketball. Talk about stiff. That was even more stiff than the basketball 2s. Then we had the high tops, the basketball 2s. I like those. They're just really high top, and it was more of a lifestyle shoe, more of like the Nike Mag back in the day, like in Back to the Future. That's like the new version of it, but not that's just like a new, like futuristic high top. That's kind of what I always thought of them as. The low top, I love the colorways. The colorways were sick. I have a few pairs of them. They're really cool. The trainer, you hit it right on the head. I wore that pair quite a bit. I really liked them. They were comfortable. They were bulky, but they were comfortable and warm, and I really liked those. The trainers, I feel like they kind of missed on because that could have been a hit. There was quite a few different colorways of them. I don't think I ever saw a person rocking them in the streets.
It was a comfy shoe. I had a pair for a long time, but I mean, I ended up getting rid of them. But I mean, I wore them. They weren't bad.
86 low is kind of like a hybrid of those two. Yeah, it's just like the whole thing sucks. I mean, I'm a big fan of Fear of God. It fits my style aesthetic quite well. I like premium materials. Sure. I like simple colors and newer models that are not necessarily out there before then, like a retro or anything like that. I've just been a fan of it. I think it's a little bit of I'm a designer and I don't necessarily need to sell shoes, and if it's right, it's right, versus the opposite of Adidas just wanting to sling pairs, and like you need to not replace Yeezy, but you're the next stepping stone essentially to selling the Yeezy 350 and hundreds of thousands of millions of units. Like, that's just not what happened with this. So I'm very curious to see where they go from this. I'm wondering if he's going to go independent. I don't know who owns the Fear of God IP. I believe it's Jerry. So I think that they can go kind of independent, but I don't know. It's going to be interesting. It's kind of a bummer because I don't know. I'm such a big fan of what Adidas has been doing, and I'm a big fan of what Fear of God has been doing. It's just not like a mass public hit. So
they really should have just leaned into the athleisure side of things and not basketball.
The clothing's great. The collab with like the NBA and the leagues, great. Love it. The basketball angle just doesn't make sense. Labeled the shoe as a lifestyle shoe and like marketed as that. I feel like you could have done a little better.
I think with how much you wore, different. How much you wore the Ultra Boost, like I was talking about last episode, they should have capitalized on that and make the next Ultra Boost popular everyday shoe that you can just throw on, live life, and be comfortable. That's the void they should have filled, in my opinion. I'm not in like the sneaker industry, so I don't know. Like, but to me, that's more of a product fit with his audience. Like, most people are wearing essentials. Like, lean into that.
Comfort. Just comfort. That's the whole reason I have like 5 essential hoodies that I bought, is because they're the most comfortable hoodie. And yeah, they're expensive, but they're the most comfortable. And then you look at the shoes and it's like, in an age where Hoka and On and Asics and New Balance are leading the charge because they're comfortable. I just wore my 2002 Rs to the coffee shop this morning because they're comfortable and I can slip them on. This shoe, like the midsole is just, bro, if this midsole is completely like Boost versus what it is and slim it down and make it lighter. I'm not the designer or anything, but like just as a consumer, it's just not like it's just such a good looking shoe. It's just not super like practical. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what the miss is. I just design differences, marketing differences. They're splitting ways.
Yeah. I can't wait for these basketball 3s or whatever they're calling them though. I think
if
that has a lot of potential. I feel like they're going to be
contract
done.
ends in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, but I think in the interview he said there will be some drops, that trickle after the fact. Like they just previewed these. So they're done designing, I assume, in December. And then, you know, they'll have some releases scattered. I'm hoping. That would make sense to me. Because these need to come out. These need to come out. I hate because they're going to come out. I'm going to love them. And then I'm never going to get them again because it's over. So, bummer.
Yeah.
What else we got for today?
Let's hit on a couple more and then let's do a little catch up.
Okay.
Dot Swoosh. This is kind of a fun one. It's kind of a miss, I think, though, for me.
Yeah.
They did the Nike React X slides. They did a touch grass pair or a pack because there was 2 different pairs. Let's see if they have the other one. It's like a straw hay like design. It's been a few years since Nike introduced the Dot Swoosh. Blah blah blah. They've done the Yu-Gi-Ohs. They did the Dirty Air Forces. Possible place. We talked about this. It was supposed to be a possible PlayStation collab. It never went into that. But the playing on the internet slang that tells somebody to log off and go outside, 2 grass seams colorways have been created. The first features Kelly green shaggy exterior with a footbed that says for indoor use only. Meanwhile, the second pair has dead grass and brown printed atop of it. Cool packaging. Retail $75, $85, a couple of different price points. Let me see if I can find some more images of these.
Have you been seeing creators, or not really even creators, more like influencer, famous people doing the unboxings for these?
I saw Andy's photos. That's about it.
I saw, there were a few like influencers I saw on Instagram doing it that weren't even like sneaker related content creators that I thought was interesting, but it's a cool one. I had to sneeze. It was crazy.
Here's why I think it's a miss. All their captions that they were doing, like, let's see if it has this lock in. Okay, so this is before. That's the preview. They're all like, "Have you touched grass today?" And I'm like, I go outside and it's 2 feet of snow.
This should have been a summer drop. The React X had a moment this year. Like it had a moment this summer. It was huge, and I get it takes time to design stuff. You can't just pump it out next day. I totally get that. But true.
Drop these in June or July when those were like a hit and touch grass was more of like an internet thing than it is now.
Missed opportunity. Or just hold off on this altogether. Release it in like, I don't know, August next year. Like people are still going to be liking this model, I'm sure, unless they scrap it and just don't make anymore, which would be ridiculous. But
yeah, I mean, it's Dot Swoosh, little gimmicky. I don't mind it. Cool marketing moment, but cooler marketing moment if it was timed better.
Also, it's just a little disappointing because I'm pretty sure everyone was expecting or hoping for a PlayStation, some sort of mashup. And it's like, I get it. It's like gaming. Go outside. Like you've been gaming all day. Cool.
Especially with how sick the Yu-Gi-Oh was. Like if they did like a Air Max 95 PlayStation collab, blow it all over. Water. But no, we got some slides that are gonna sit in boxes in closets, and I don't see anybody wearing these. True. Honestly, like it's marketing. It's marketing. I get it. That's what Dot Swoosh is, but
it's the mischief of Nike.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
The last one I want to hit on here before we get to just a little catch up. What do you think of these bad boys? The Jordan 40/14 Ferrari collab,
dude.
I've been waiting.
I've been waiting a year to see this. This is the one they showed us at ASW this past year.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I'm hyped to finally see these because they just showed us mock-ups and they were like, here's kind of what it'll look like. Expect it at some point this year. But dude, this one's so cool because I freaking love the Ferrari 14s. It's not a shoe that I could ever really pull off. This just looks a little bit more wearable with the shape and everything. I think it's a hit. You got the Jordan 14 tongue too. I didn't even notice that. Carbon fiber little hits, reflective heel, the all over one piece red suede. It looks dope, dude. This is cool. This is what I wanted. What do you think about them?
Yeah, these are awesome. I'm the exact same boat. I love the Ferrari concept of the 14. I just have never liked 14s. Never worn them a ton just because I have some 14 golf shoes that are kind of cool, but they're still a little on the bulky side. The 40, I love the 40. It's a sick model. It's a great shoe. It's a great silhouette. This is just the right amount of spizzic where they're combining two different concepts and putting it into one. They didn't go overboard. They didn't do anything crazy. It's a 40, but it's a Ferrari 40. Carbon fiber hits great. The tongue looks great. The emblem on the back heel looks great. It's still very wearable. You can definitely still hoop in these. It's the Jordan 14 basketball shoe, but it's brought to the 2025, 2026 era where it's actually like a good performance shoe. Like nobody's going to be hooping in Jordan 14s in the NBA, but people are wearing the 40s all over the place. So now they can wear the Ferrari 14s in a 40. So that was a lot, but yeah, this is sick. I love this. I definitely am going to be buying a pair.
When do these come out? Does it say next year?
Looks like they are coming out 2026.
Makes sense.
So we're going to have to wait a little bit. Hopefully it's early 2026. That is what it's saying, early 2026. If you're keen on the hybrids, the 4014. Okay, so we have a different set of the 4014s that we didn't really hit on. These are dropping on December 26th.
Dude, these look good too, though. These do really look good.
These ones are a little different. Just because it's got the strap, and then these are a little out there, but
I don't like them as much. But still, the concept. I
like what they're doing with the 40, man. I like this.
Same.
It's simple, but it works.
And, it sucks. Next year we're gonna get a 41, and they're, I'm sure, just gonna stop doing this. I want them to just keep using this model as like a refreshing the palette type thing. They can move on to the 41, but just keep this as like a new silhouette. I think that would be cool.
I agree.
So we'll see.
What's new with you? How's the last week been?
This past week was pretty good. We went and saw Teddy Swims at the Roxy, which was pretty cool. He does I think he calls it Kegsmas, and all the money they made from ticket sales and merch go to the Atlanta Food Bank. So it's a full they don't make any profit from the concert, but it brings a lot of people in, all for a good cause. And I've never seen him live, but that boy has pipes, bro. He is so good. And he's an Atlanta local, so he tries to do this every year. And, love to see it. Outside of that, what else do we do? We're going to see the Christmas lights, the Botanical Gardens tonight with Joe and his girlfriend. So that should be fun little adventure out into the wilderness.
There you go.
Been just working on a lot of videos, playing way too much Arc Raiders, and rewatching Fallout because the new season's coming out and I gotta refresh. But dude, Arc Raiders has me in a chokehold. The game's so good.
Fun.
It's a problem. It's a problem, man. What about you?
Just been busy working, man. There's a lot of things I'm juggling right now. Essentially 5 jobs right now. So it's been a lot. Yesterday kind of crumbled. Just had to get back to, I don't know. We're trying to just figure out how to manage it.
It's a lot.
There's a lot of stuff that I do behind the scenes that I don't really tell anybody about just because it's behind the scenes thing and it's work. But yeah, there's a lot of it. Got to finish out our Tuesday simulator league that we do. I think we took 7th, so I think it was top 8 teams place. So that was not bad. I shot 1 under on last Thursday, so that's fun. That's been a fun outlet.
That's sick.
We got volleyball league. It's been all right. Haven't been winning much, but that's pretty normal for our team.
Is what
going
it is.
to the Timberwolves game tomorrow. I'm pumped about that. Shout out to Adidas and Champ Sports for that one. Play the Thunder. Hopefully Anthony Edwards is healthy. He hasn't played for like a week. I think he will, but that should be a fun one, courtesy of the Adidas and Champ Sports fans. So shout out to them. That's always awesome.
Are they doing anything special for it, or just like typical game?
No, this one's just kind of like a thank you for everything I did for Champs this year, and sent us to a game last year, and we're both going to be rocking the AE2 Christmas pair, which is fun.
Sick.
So, yeah, it should be good. I'm excited. And then Sunday, I'm heading to Denver for the day. Jokic is dropping his second signature shoe with 361 Sports, so I got invited out to that. Pretty cool little deal. I got the model here, actually, so let me show you.
Oh, you do? Let's see it. I'm curious. I liked the way his last one looked.
So it's kind of a duo this year. So they sent Aaron Gordon is also dropping his new model, the AG6, and then Jokic is dropping his Joker 2. So it came in this duo box, which is really cool. I'm waiting for a few other goodies to show up so then I can film this because they couldn't ship everything in one. But this is Aaron Gordon's new model. It's pretty basic, but I like it. It's pretty simple. Like Aaron Gordon's not like a Devin Booker or anybody that's like making waves in the NBA, but he's dunk champion, like dunk contest vibes. Like he's high flying. He's got a really good 3-point shot now. He's a good defender. Like the Nuggets are good. And it's a clean model. I like it. It's not trying to be anything else. It's completely its own. And midsole's really plush, comfortable. His signature on the tongue.
It looks like it.
So I like that. And then the really cool part here that I did not know was coming. So this is the Joker 2. Big fan of it. It's really, really vertical on the back heel. It's like a 90-degree angle. Everything's kicked back in the side. These got fuzzy laces on it. His logo on the side. Materials are really nice. Outsole, pretty solid traction. And the cool part about this one is they sent me a pair with Jokic's signature on it.
Oh.
Which is pretty incredible. Sick. So last year I ended up having like a red-eye flight home and I couldn't stay and like meet Jokic. Just because the expenses that they had, I couldn't afford to stay for the hotel for the night. So this year it's a little different. I get to stay for an extra day. I'll get to meet him, hopefully. I bought a Jokic jersey so I can rock that and maybe get that signed. But I'm a huge fan of him. He's just like Mr. Boring, Mr. Nonchalant, but he's the best player in the NBA, and it's not even close. Like Shea's good, but Jokic is averaging a triple-double and like doing it so nonchalantly. Like he should have won MVP last year. I think Shea kind of confirmed it because the Thunder won. But like I was watching the Thunder game the other night, and I'm not going to rip on Shea too much, but the announcer was like, "Gal, I didn't even know like Shea was on the floor because this team is so good. Like if he's on the floor, off the floor, it's like not that big of a deal because it's the team is so good, and they're one of the best teams of all time. Like Shea's incredible. Like they're playing good. He's not like foul bait or anything. Like I think he plays really solid, but like the difference between like his team is good without him as well. Like I think they would be a top 5 team in the league without him. Yeah. So that's tricky, but like he's still putting up the numbers. I just think Jokic is like, and Luka too. It's like he's so incredible too. He's averaging 35 points a game, and Jokic is literally averaging a triple double and like 30-point trip. Like it's just it's become too normal for him. So people don't really realize how cool it is, like that he's doing it. So I'm a huge fan of him. We got a little rivalry with the Timberwolves from a couple years back in the playoffs and stuff. But I'm excited for that. So that'll be Sunday and Monday. So pretty pumped about that.
That's awesome.
I also got a few other pickups. Let me get into.
Let's get into it.
This one, everyone knows this. Zellerfeld. I haven't even looked at these. I didn't get these out yet. This is the The Halo 1, youngest athlete with the signature shoe. Is this Young Thug's kid?
2 Chainz.
2 Chainz.
2 Chainz, son. Yeah. What color you get?
I like them. We got the sale color.
Oh, I like that. They sent me the black one.
These are pretty comfortable. I like
They're pretty sick. I don't think they have as much like sink in feel, but like the midsole, like this feels like a shoe.
Yeah, it's definitely on the thicker side. And like when we went to the Zellerfeld dinner that we had and met the team and stuff, they were showing us samples of like the difference between the printing material and how you can basically affect the bottoming out and like how the squish factor essentially. So they definitely went for less on the outsole, so it's more firm, which I like that.
Dude, I have been brainstorming so many ideas for a Zellerfeld shoe.
Smell a WinonaKicks one or what?
Something, dude. I don't even know. I'll like see shoes and be like, oh, I wonder if you can 3D print, like recreate that somehow, especially when they start doing all the
when we get those
multicolored.
Printers, then yes,
when they do the multicolor printing, bro. It's gonna be rad.
Yes.
That's gonna be
maybe a 2026 thing, especially since we'll like be able to sample stuff in hand and it'll be way easier.
Dude. That would be really
next
cool.
clock pickup I got. Shout out to End, the fam over there. They did a collaboration with On Cloud.
Oh yeah.
Super, super clean. This is the God, I just wrote the script for this. I can't remember the name of it. Let me see. Cloud Horizon model. I'm not super familiar with On shoes.
Yeah.
I just have not purchased. I have a couple pairs. I have like the Kith collab that I wore this summer. I'm not like it's a little bit of like a not financy bro shoe, but it's more of like a
kind of is.
It's like a wealthy person lifestyle trainer kind of vibe. I believe they're from Switzerland, if I'm not mistaken. So it's kind of like already like a little elevated. Materials are great. I know Roger Federer is an investor with them. The model itself, I really like. The midsole is definitely interesting. But yeah, anything N does, I'm a huge fan of, and they've done a ton of really cool things this year. So this one, I'm excited. You even get the pull tab lacing. So
I don't mind
just
that.
came in. I'm pretty pumped about these.
On screams like old money trainer type deal.
Yes. But this one is by far the coolest pickup this week. I don't know. The Jokic's are pretty insane, but this one's maybe I'll say this one's the weirdest. Do you have any guesses?
Can you say what brand it is?
Not a top 10 brand.
Oh, could it be? Dang, I don't know.
You're never
John Geiger, Kizzo, or not? Kizzo,
it's in that kind of same lane. The Denny's Mosh Customs.
Oh. Yeah.
Mosh, the man, Minnesota man. These showed up last night. Seth Fowler already pumped a video out. He's like too quick at it. But these have Denny's syrup inside of the shoe. Bro, this is right up my alley in terms of like weird marketing play. Like they feel really, really wild. I already put them on. That's why they're unlaced. They're kind of comfortable. It's almost like a pretty good cushioning system, as dumb as that sounds. But yeah, there's syrup all over the place. I know it took a long time to develop how to actually do this. And there is a card in here saying, you can't sue us if you puncture the shoe and you eat the syrup, because we're telling you not to do that. So pretty wild.
Smart.
Pretty wild. I'm excited.
That's cool.
I already got the video scripted, but I'm excited to film this one just because get some fun angles and stuff. So shout out to Mosh.
I feel that. That one's cool. Very unique.
Yeah, we definitely got some fun stuff this week. That's for sure.
I like it.
What about
on
you?
my end, Project Rock has been sending me a ton of their like workout trainers.
Yes.
I don't know the name of this shoe, so sorry, but yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I have like 3. This is my 3rd colorway of this shoe. I have been wearing one of them to the gym a lot, and you know, if you're doing heavy weights like squats and things like that, and you need to be stable.
Are
Pretty
they
good
like
option.
a really flat bottom?
Super flat, but the
Okay.
cushion, it's like pretty solid. The heel goes like all the way up. This feels like almost gum. Like it's so sticky. Like it is perfect for gripping, but they're cool. They're cool. Other than that, it's been like a pretty slow week. Soul Play sent over some of the Lego Nike Dunks, I think is what these are. They sent over like both colorways just because they were curious to see how a video would perform on these, but we saw these earlier this year. This one's actually cool because it's one piece of leather. It's not like an actual dunk, and it's like really soft. I feel like this is a cool display one if you have a lot of like Legos on the shelf like I do. Maybe I'll have my Lego man like holding these up
There you go.
or wearing them or something, but they're also a kid size, but you know, not too bad. They sent over the other one too, but the quality on that is
Which other one?
it's like a legit feels like a kid's shoe. Let's see. It's got like galaxy bricks and things on it. These feel honestly terrible, like horrible quality, but Lego man. And apparently this box you can turn into like a little Lego storage bin too. I think that's cool.
That is
I
cool.
want to see them do more. These I'll probably, figure something out for. But the yellow pair I want to keep because I think they're neat. I think like that's it. I did get a little care package from my management agency, which was really nice for Christmas. They sent a little sweatshirt with some goodies, tons of little snacks. So feeling the love there. But those are the only packages or outside of like, Christmas presents that have been coming in. I feel like every day this week it's just been Christmas package. It's that time of year, dude. I'm hyped for Christmas. That's what I need. I need to open gifts. But what other news we got? What else?
Let's do our top 5.
Oh, okay.
Let's do our top 5.
Let's do it. Let me pull up.
I'm pumped to talk about this, and I know the people are waiting for it. So let's hit it. Let's do it.
All right. You want
I
to go?
was just kind of pulling mine up. You take it away. What's your number 5? This is our. So last week we did our. We kind of break it up into 2 parts, but it's our top 10 shoes of the year. We do from 10 to 6 one week, and then from 5 to 1 the next week. And this is it. We've made it to the top 5. A year of talking about shoes on the podcast, and we're finally here. And this is our bias list, if you didn't know that yet. But we'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments and what your lists are. So please let us know.
Absolutely. So for my number 5 pick, a little out of the box for me. It's not a silhouette
No shock there.
that I typically wear.
Before you cover that, you want to cover your 10 to 6, just so the people know if they didn't listen last week?
Let's do it. Let me pull it up just so I'm looking at it. So for my number 10, I did the Andrew Reynolds New Balance 933 skateboarding shoe. Number 9, Adidas Evo SL Royal Blue. Number 8, Brooks Cascadia 1 in yellow and black. Number 7, unheard of Adidas Piggy Runner. And number 6, the Shea 001 in the butter colorway. What you got?
My number 10, I had the Zellerfeld Air Max 1000. Number 9, I had the Jordan 3 Lucky Shorts. Number 8, I had the Converse Shea 001. 7, the Brick by Brick Jordan 4. And number 6, one of my favorites, the Jordan 5 Tokyo Retro.
So good, dude. So good. Well, for my number 5,
Bum, bum, bum.
I gotta go with the Brick by Bricks. I almost want to, I don't know if this is allowed, rope in the Jordan 1 low with these as well. Because I feel like both of those to me, I was really into. As far as wearability, I would wear the 1 more than the 4s. But the 4s, dude, they just had everybody in a chokehold, which I think was so cool for a fairly, I don't want to say like basic, but it's like it's more tame than a lot of other collaborations out there where they go all out crazy materials, crazy colorways, let alone like, I mean, all brick red. But I think these look cool. Everybody, I've seen so many people wearing them. The quality's good, the rollout's good, storytelling good. Nigel killed it this year. So gotta put it at number 5.
Fair enough. Yeah, I had them at number 7. It's not a pair that I've had. It's one of those on the list that I don't own. I'm a big fan of it. It's just you missed on them for retail. They're really expensive resale, and
Seriously.
it's just kind of how it goes on those. So,
Yep, one of them.
all right, I got a unconventional one as well. You probably have no clue what it is. See if you can guess the brand. Let's do that on this one. This is my number 5. It's not from Nike, Adidas, Jordan.
My first guess was going to be Asics.
Mm-mm.
Oh, that's interesting. New Balance? Maybe?
Nope.
I feel like there
is
hasn't.
from Solomon.
Ah.
And I did wear a few Solomons this year. I did a wear test on them during the road trip. This is a model that the storytelling's simple. I love it. It's an absolute hit. I've worn them a bunch. I got the Asphalt Gold collab on the Solomon XT4.
Big fan.
Yes.
Big
So
fan.
this is right up my alley. You got a little carbon fiber hit, metallic silver, all gray upper, small amounts of sail yellow on the midsole, bungee cord lacing, pull tab lacing. I love that. It's based around travel and transit. I don't know if they'll have the photo in here, but there's the inspiration behind it. You're going to have to kind of bear with me as I try to explain this. The entire upper is gray, and then there's like flashes of white. And when a plane is taking off, the designer behind this, I think his name's Janik on Instagram. I'm not sure the exact name, but the inspiration behind it is when a plane's taking off, you look up at the ceiling of the plane and there's lights kind of flashing all over the place because the windows are open, you're passing clouds. That's where the upper inspiration came from this. And it's the most like unique, how did you think of that design language that I've ever seen, but it's such a simple shoe. It's a great travel shoe. I've worn them a bunch. And they're rugged because they're Solomon. So I had to include these just because I'm a huge fan of them.
I had no idea that was the story or inspo behind these, but that's kind of unique. I like that.
It's very cool. And I took about 40 flights this year. So I just having a shoe based on travel is kind of cool to me. So that's my number 5, the Solomon XT4OG Transit, the Asphalt Gold collab.
I love it, dude. So moving on to number 4 for me. This, a little bit of a newer release. So it was, typically I wouldn't put a newer release this high on the list, but I love just everything they put into this shoe. It screams, if you know, nostalgia, referencing early 2000s made in England releases.
Ooh.
We have the Up There New Balance 991 V2.
Very recent.
I thought these were so cool. One of the highest quality in terms of like leather New Balances that I've worn in a while. And this just reminds me of the era that I got into sneakers and New Balance and that sort of discovery phase where you would be looking online at different New Balance silhouettes. You'd see something that looks a little basic or like a GR, but then you start reading into it and you're like, wait, this is a collaboration with XYZ brand that I've never heard of. And there's hidden details on this shoe that I don't typically see. I love the upside down, made in England, plus 61 on the side, all the reflective details, extra laces. Like, this was a dream project for the Up There team, and they've had a just great run, honestly, the past 2 years. So I know this one means a lot to them, and it's a shoe that I will definitely be wearing a ton in 2026. So it's expensive though. That was the one downside. I was lucky enough to have them send it to me. I think retail was $275 just to get them shipped to the US was like $300. So it's it's a tough one, but I feel like a few years down the line, it'll be one of those pairs that's like, oh, if you know, you know. It's a cool one. But that's me. Number 4.
I'd agree with a couple years down the line, it'll be one of those.
Well, especially with what I feel like everything New Balance has been pumping out towards the end of this year is giving heavy, like early 2000s New Balance vibes, like with the Concepts 997 they just dropped with like the pink black sort of deal. That just screams past New Balance release that you would see in a catalog. Like, I think that's cool, and I really want them to lean into that heavier this year or next year.
I like
year.
that.
But
that's a good pick. That's a very you pick.
100%.
I like it. All right, my number 4, kind of boring, kind of not. This is a shoe that made a lot of waves this year. No pun intended. I got the Adidas Jellyfish.
Nice.
In particular, the Complex Con exclusive, because I did wait in line for these. I did purchase them, and yes, I've already sold them because they were not my size. I got to the front of the line, waited like 2 hours. Sure enough, they were out of size 11. If they were size 11, I would have kept them, but resale, I think I sold them for like $950. So I just can't, not made of money. I can't keep them around, so I didn't. And I think the price will come down on these next year, especially with like the squids coming out in the different models. But this is one that just like, it was new, it was fresh. Like, we haven't seen anything like this before. It was bold. It was a Paris Fashion Week kind of leak, and then slowly rolled out into different colors throughout the year. We still have a lot of colors that we haven't seen yet. It just had a moment this year, and I think that this is one of those that you'll look back on again, and it's like, that was a kind of a big one. So yeah. I'd like to see them do more with this. I'd like to see them get more accessible, just because this is like Balenciaga, but done right in my mind. So
yeah.
Adidas
Definitely
Jellyfish,
agree.
my number 4 spot.
Definitely agree with that, and making them more accessible. I feel like every time they drop them, there's no pairs, which sucks for people that even just want to try the shoe. I don't even know if I'm going to like the shoe. I just want to try it. But that one would be cool. Definitely deserves to be up there on the list. Moving on, number 3.
Top 3.
Boy. A shoe I wore far more than I was expecting this year.
I know what this is.
I'm sure you do. Jordan 1 Retro High 85 Bread. Bro, the Bread Jordan 1s was like one of the first shoes that I remember that had just like that cool factor to it. And then, you know, after seeing Jay-Z wear them in the Otis music video, I was like, that shoe's so cool. I want it. And I could never get them. I missed on every single release, and I finally got what I would consider is like the pinnacle version of this shoe outside of like, you know, the retros, like the original pairs. But this to me, it's perfect. Leather quality is great. I wore them, like I said, way more than I thought I was going to. They came out, I think, January, February, early this year. They had the little events where they brought us out to it, which I thought was really cool. Shout out to Soul Play. And they let us buy them, which can't be said for a lot of people, because still one of those releases that nobody could get because they didn't make a lot of them. But
this guy right here, I didn't get him.
Yeah, that's my number 3. Pretty dope shoe.
That's a good pick. I'm gonna save the time. That is my number 3 as well.
Hey, that's
it's funny. This is the only one that was like really bummed me about this year, because I have every single 85 retro. I have the originals back here. I have The neutral grays I've worn through multiple pairs. I have multiple pairs like waiting on ice for when the new pair, like the pair I'm currently wearing, goes out. The black and white pair, literally multiples. The navy lows, have like 3 pairs in the garage because they're cheap, and I'm like, I'm gonna stock up on these because I know I'm gonna wear through them. The neutral grays, the new beginnings I picked up this year, that pair like nobody has.
I forgot you got those.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of this model, and this one is still slipped away. So I'm on the hunt for a pair. When I do finally get a pair, I'm going to be stoked and I'm going to wear them a bunch. But yeah,
I'm confused
it's a good one
about the restock for those.
I don't really know what's going on with that. I think it's like a different version almost.
That's
so
what
yeah,
I
don't really know. But
it's weird.
The one that dropped earlier this year is definitely a hit.
It's the better.
It's a classic.
It's the better.
I got it at my number 3 spot. So
hell yeah.
Undisputed number 3 from the Beyond Kicks podcast.
I love that. I love a unanimous decision. So moving on to my number 2. This is a shoe again. I wore a ton this year. It's been with me in the States, out of the States. I think it went on 3 different trips this past year.
I'm trying to think.
It's a earlier drop.
Okay.
I think it was earlier in the year.
Adidas?
Nope. It's the Jound.
New Balance.
Yep.
I saw these on your feet a ton this year.
I freaking love them. And this is one of those shoes that I never expect people to notice, but I would just get compliments about them because the color is unique. You don't see it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
The brown just looks great. And I would probably say it's my second most worn sneaker this year. And I'm trying to like fight myself to not wear them. Like we went to dinner last night and I had them on foot, and then I changed out and put on the Ruckus 480s because I was like, I got to wear something different. I got to switch it up a little bit. But yeah, I would love to buy a second pair, but right now in my size, there's $660, which doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense.
That's one of those you might be able to find like a VNDS pair for like a steal down the line.
Exactly. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. But it's a cool shoe. Cool shoe. Big fan of them.
That's a good one. I could have guessed it was Joan in your top 3.
Yep.
All right, my number 2. This is one that honestly I thought was going to be a different shoe. And we'll get to that when I got a few honorable mentions I want to hit on too, but
same.
I thought this was going to be a different shoe. I thought my top 3 was going to have a different shoe in there, and then this one released and I wore them a ton. It's one of my favorites. It's a model that's iconic, one of the most iconic models of all time. I got the Jordan 5 Black Metallic Retro from this year.
Nice. I get this.
Yeah, this is just like, I mean, I'm a black hoodie guy, like black, like wear the black shoes. Like, it's just like, I'm starting to wear a lot of black shoes, and this one is like the perfect amount. The white lace is iconic. The 3M lining, I really, really like. I think it provides a little pop to the shoe. The icy outsoles, love it. The hints of red, love it. This has become one of my top 3 favorite Jordans of all time because of this year's model. They nailed it. They did a perfect retro. They didn't do too much to reimagine it like the Lost and Founds, and that pair is like gotten rid of them because it's like I never wear them. It's too different. This pair was like just the 3M. I love it. Yeah, this one, another one that I throw it on way too much. And I'm like, I gotta wear something else. And that's like where the Tokyos have come in. It's like I want to wear my black metallics, but I want some colors. The Tokyo. So it was a big year of Jordan 5s for me personally. Just I love the model. It's I think pretty comfortable. So yeah, this is one that again resell I think is like 300 or 400. So I want to get another pair just because they're kind of delicate, but I'm gonna wait until they're actually to the point of worn through. So big fan of this one.
That's a great one. I like those more than I thought I was initially, because when we first saw them, I was like, they're fine. It's cool. Yeah. But no, the more I saw them on foot, in hand at different like shops, because there were a few places that still had them. Mad impressed Wish I could wear that shoe. Maybe I probably could. That one wouldn't be super difficult to pull off, which is nice. But
they might, I don't know, like the Classic 5 on you, I'd be interested to see in your size, like fitted for you, because it is a big shoe.
Yeah, definitely baggier pants for sure. But that one's cool. Leads us to number 1, the moment you've all been waiting for. My number 1 most worn shoe of the year, although I didn't expect it. Sneaker
and this
Politics.
Is your favorite shoe of the year?
It is, which I wasn't expecting. Sneaker Politics Asics Keanu 14. Just Say No.
Your screen is gray, but I know what shoe you're talking about.
let me reshare it just to make sure.
Wow, yeah, you're number 1, really,
dude. Anna has them. I have them. I wore these. These are my like by the door shoe anytime I go out, which is kind of unexpected. I think they're literally right behind me up there. But the Keanu 14 has been my most worn shoe for like 3 years straight. And when I first got these in, I was like, oh, it's a little much. I'm not a big red guy because I typically like just the metallics, more subtle color hits on the shoe. That's why I like them. But yeah, the more I wore these, I was like, damn, this red and gold, it looks great with anything. I wore them a ton this summer. Obviously, I haven't much since it got cold because I switched to different shoes. But yeah, and the Just Say No campaign I thought it was pretty cool. It was unique, something we haven't seen in sneakers in a little bit. But yeah, definitely I wouldn't have thought this would be my number 1 choice, but when I sat down and started making the list of things I liked and things I wore and gravitated towards, it was still the Keanu 14 every time.
Yeah, it's just kind of your shoe.
It's crazy. I bought 3 pairs this year. Is what it is, man. But
that's a good pick.
It's got me in a chokehold. It's got me in a chokehold.
I like that shoe a lot. I did wear them quite a bit this year. Shout out Sneaker Politics on the seating on that because I really like them. It's kind of Iron Man vibes. The red metallic looks great. I just am not like enamored with the model. I don't know why. I know you love it, but it's kind of like it's like the 1906. I love the look of it, but it's not a 2002R. Like they just don't fit my foot like perfectly. And I do love the look of them. It's just not like I don't know. I think I like something a little wider, but yeah, that's a good. That's a good narrow. Pick. I did not see that coming.
I know. I didn't see it coming either. Honestly.
All right, my number 1, Adidas, getting the love. This one is. I had my list kind of set in stone a couple weeks ago, and I had to make some changes at my top 3 spots and just kind of rearrange some things because the more I thought about it, there's just a lot that goes into the shoe versus the other 2. The 85s, not a whole lot there. I didn't get a pair. Like I can't like put it at my number 1 spot because it's just not. I haven't worn it. It's not a pair that I own. The black metallics, it's a retro. It's really well done, but there's no depth to it. And my number 1 spot, I got the unheard of Piggy Runners, the pink pair.
Nice.
This one, again, this is a biased list. This is our personal favorites. This one, I was fortunate enough. Phil invited me out to the event. I got to see this bus. I got to see this photo get taken. I got to be there for the event. I have this pair. I have the blue pair, the Friends and Family. I love them. It's a pair that I did not think I would wear, honestly. It's bright pink. I did not think I would wear this. They're sitting in my frequently worn cabinet where like the pairs all on this list that I own are all in there because they're pairs that I'm breaking out all the time. And this was a pair that I traveled with. This was a pair that I wore to the gym. I wore it to dinners. I wore it literally everywhere. And it was not a model that I thought I would be wearing a lot. It's the Adistar cushion model. It's not like a super known silhouette necessarily, but I thought what Phil did with the storytelling of it, the special boxes, the hang tags, the everything to it, obviously that's a plus. But at the end of the day, it's a really comfortable shoe. It's a good looking shoe. I've been on planes where the guy 6 rows back behind me and on a flight to Vegas is like, are those the piggy runners? And like everyone looks at me like, what? Like, I'm not kidding. Like this has happened with this shoe. And it's like one of those things that, yes, Phil is a good friend. We were just in Cincinnati for the SB deal. Like I'm a huge fan of what Unheard of is doing, but objectively, it's a great shoe. It's been on a bunch of people's list. It's just a good model. And the pink just surprised me. And I think that's where this came in. It's a little of an unsafe shoe for me, but it became a favorite and I became comfortable in it because it's just, I don't know. It just kind of was the perfect mold. And this is one that looking back on this list from this year, it'll be like, yep, that's an obvious number one. So
yeah,
that's my number one.
That's so funny. Every time I would see you post a story or whatever wearing those, I would be like, man, that boy got the piggies on. I love it.
It's just like, bro, me wearing a pink shoe is crazy.
It's so not you.
No,
I love it every time.
And that's the more that I thought about the list, like, I was like, God, it like transcended my style. It was just like, I don't know. And I think if I had that shoe in like a white or a black, I'd like it, but not as much because it's kind of like, it was a decision to wear. When I wore that shoe and I wear that shoe, it's a decision. Like I'm wearing something pink. Like this is going to get some eyeballs. In a good way or bad way or whatever, but like, something about it. I don't know.
Yeah. I love that. I love that choice for you. That's good.
That's our top 10. You got any honorable mentions?
I had a ton that I like, cause I just made a giant list before, I started putting it together. One I really liked that escaped me this year was the ALD 993 Porsche edition.
Okay.
It was all dark green with yellow. The only reason I didn't get them, it was like a pre-order thing that it was just impossible to get. They were expensive.
Yep.
Like, dude, they just look so good. I think Salehi with Sponge could have made it to a list if they were more available, earlier on. I love what he's doing. For me personally, I think it'd be like a 9 or a 10 somewhere in there. But I do have one pair. I like them. Haven't worn them because they're a little too loud, but I like that.
The complex pair that we got?
Yeah.
Yep.
I was looking on, I think, Kith's website last night, and they have 4 colorways just like sitting full size run. They're basic. They're more like an essential. It's like a white cream. You can pull it. You can screen share. I was just digging through it last night. I'm
looking right now. Interesting. See, that I didn't know.
I didn't either.
There hasn't been like, besides the classic Salehi like tossing the story up with like the cool promo image, like there hasn't been a lot of noise with them, which I don't know.
I like the white.
Yeah, these are great. These are great. I just scripted my video for these the complex pair this morning, so
that's when I've scripted out. I've scripted that video like 2-3 times, and I just get busy and forget about it. And I'm like, yeah, I'll do a video one day.
It's just they're not like there's not a lot of noise around them. That's a good honorable mention.
Yeah, AE2, obviously.
I had that.
Just didn't make as much motion or noise as
I had the
ones
Clot AE1 on my honorable mention.
That was this year, wasn't it? Damn.
Yep. But Steph Curry just wore them. I know that one was super limited, very exclusive, and that was one that I was very fortunate to get seating on because I have all the other AE1s, and that was one that I just needed. I've yet to break those out, too. I got them. They're in my size, and I'm going to break them out, but it's that might be like if I ever get the chance to sit like courtside at the Wolves game or something, break them out, but I don't know if that'll ever happen.
One more. I think just Vans had a great year. I couldn't land on like a singular shoe they did that would make the list. I mean, the Chanel bags, those just had a restock like 2 days ago. I didn't go for them, but I think that could easily be on the list as well. What
I like that.
What you got on yours?
I had the White Cement 4. That was the one that At the beginning of the year, I thought that
Damn.
would be in my top 3, and
Yeah.
it wasn't. And one reason, it's too puffy. It's too big. It's too blown up. Like it just, there's too much padding on it. It's not as slim as the 2016 model. And I'd get it on my foot, and it's almost like that Walmart effect where it's like the Jordan 4 RM when they had the regular RM and then the Nigel, and the Nigel was tight, good materials, suedes, nice sock liner, and then the regular RM, it's like, so it sucks because I was so hyped for that one, and it's just not one. And I do wear them occasionally, and that's why it's on their honorable mention, but it's just one that it's not as good as I wish it would have been.
Yeah.
The Vandy Asics, big fan of that one. The Banana Split series, Strawberry Split, I just was a huge fan of that one. The Harden Volume 9, I thought was a hit. The Volume 10 just dropped too. That one I think's a hit. It's just
Are those out
Harden.
now? I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, it's just it wasn't it's just Harden's not the player he used to be, so it's tough. It's like he's just not the young star like an Anthony Edwards or a Luka or a Victor Wembanyama or like a Caitlin Clark or Sabrina Ionescu. Like it's just not like or we're on the 10. It's like LeBron's shoes. It's like, yeah, it's like we've seen 20 of these now. Like, I don't know. We're like the first couple are like, that's really where you define it. Now I feel like they've gotten their footing with the Harden Volume 9 and even the 10. So the Volume 9 I really
10s,
liked.
They look good. Both look good, honestly. No
Yeah,
complaints.
the 9s, I just got the Jalen Williams PE. I like the model. I've worn them. I like them. I have quite a few pairs of them from this year. I had the Book 1 Gump colorway, the Forrest Gumps, just because that was a PE, and then that one ended up releasing, and I was pumped about that. We did some cleats with Bailey Ober this summer of the Book 1s. Yeah, that's what I had on my list. I had the Grandma's Couch too, just because the special box was so out of the ordinary. Wooden box was really cool.
I didn't realize that was this year either. Dang,
That was the beginning of the year. Yep.
Yeah, there was so much, man. It was hard to keep track of. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was a good year. Very good year. Let us
great.
know your thoughts in the comments on that.
Yeah. What else do we want to cover today?
We do have a few more news topics. Let's rip through these. ALD, New Balance, 991.
Yeah, man. Bro,
Chocolate
these just
and celery.
That's a different color than I thought it was from like Instagram. Instagram made it look more tan, which I guess it is tan, but it's
They're
a little
very
more
white.
green
Yeah,
tan.
they're not. Both of them are very like, I don't know. These product shots are very bland.
Yeah, the like chocolate pair with the red really reminds me of like I was saying earlier, like early 2000s New Balance. The leather on the mesh, like bro, these are cold, but they're too expensive, man. I'm not gonna pay $280 for these. It's a cool shoe.
Yeah, they're cool, but they're not. I don't know. They're a little funky looking.
Yeah. Fashion.
The pre-order is now live as of this recording for the Jown New Balance 990 V4.
Yep. I entered that. Boy, you know I entered that. I shot them a DM. I said, can you send me an invoice? And they sent that boy right over an hour later. And then
I got an invoice?
Yeah. I sent that money in so quick. And then I started reading, and they're like, these will probably ship, fall 2026.
Oh.
And I was like, what? No, that's so far away.
Light your $300 on fire. What do they retail for?
It was probably 260 after everything.
Ouch.
I think.
I just funny enough, I just was going through like bookkeeping, and I ordered the Tom Sachs like loser pair.
I forgot that was the thing.
4 months ago or whatever. They still don't ship until summer. So that'll be a random surprise when that shows up.
That's crazy. Yeah. But I'm hyped for these.
They're clean. They're
It
clean.
is what it is. It's a easy shoe to just throw on.
You'll be excited when you get them.
Oh, I will be. Be like
This
Christmas
is
all over again.
funky looking. Clot and Adidas cooking up a cow print dress superstar.
Bro, I think these are so
sick,
cold.
dude. Yeah,
These
these
are
are
so
I'm not gonna lie,
cold,
these are pretty
man.
cool. Just because the outsole is like a work shoe. Ooh.
I'm saying, like, this is a weird ass shoe. Don't get me wrong. But like, if you put the right fit together,
it's kind of sick.
if you put the right fit together, man, these are kind of sick.
Gary, I might be hitting you up, buddy.
Yeah, man. I'm just excited for them to start experimenting with this whole dress shoe shell toe thing. We've been seeing a ton of, like previews and leaked images of different colorways. I don't know if this is the one I would personally go for, but I know they have some really, really dope colorways coming of this shoe. And I'm kind of hyped. I love dress shoes, man. Brings me back to my like Cole Haan roots, man. It really does.
I like the top down
like
look.
it.
I like that.
I do too. Like these with a nice pair of like tan or brown, like dressy pleated pants. Nice little shirt action with it.
Yes.
That's a good fit.
All right, we have a couple articles too. We're gonna save those for next week. The best new sneaker models of 2025 from Complex, and then Hypebeast also named their sneaker brand of the year. Let's save that for next week. We do have a couple more to cover. This one I wanted to get your thoughts on: the Heart Copy, Adidas Evo SL, the polka dots.
These are so whack, but they're so cool at the same time, man.
This is
Shout
like
out to Heart
this is the most running shoe thing I've ever seen.
It really is. I love that they took the 3-stripe branding off the side.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
Really makes the shoe look good. Yeah, I actually, dude, when I proposed to Anna, I was wearing the Heart Copy BW Armies. So I gotta just send him a DM with that photo and be like, give me these.
These are cool.
Cool shoe, man. It's a cool
I'm not
shoe.
like crazy in love with the Evo SL like you are, but yeah. This is cool. I like the branding changes. I'm surprised they were allowed to do that.
I agree. I want more brands to do debadged shoes because I think this looks so good without the 3 stripes. And actually, earlier today, Nike dropped the Pegasus Premium. It's a brown colorway that doesn't have the swoosh on it. Bro, I almost went for those, but that's another expensive shoe, and I'm like, I don't need.
You'd like those. Have you had a pair of those yet?
No,
bro.
Which is why
if they're still available, you should buy a pair because you would rock the hell out of them. Seriously.
Let's see if they're still available on sneakers. I had to remind me and everything, and I got the noti this morning.
That's a model that would rival your Evo SLs.
I'm sure it would. Let's see. In stock, 220.
Seriously, that's one that, trust me on that one.
God damn it. They have them in my size. I may have to buy that after this.
You'd have to. That's I got to look at them now too because I'm a big fan of those. I've worn them a lot this year. Yeah, no, that's you got to get those. Because you could compare those to the Evo SLs, and I'm curious your thoughts on them. Because honestly, I thought the Pegasus Premium were more comfortable than the Evo SLs.
Really? Do these fit true to size? Pegasus Premium?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's a clean shoe.
Take my money.
And then the last one here too. This is pretty cool. My friends over at Melbourne, they just signed Freddie Couples. There you go. Seth already bought him. There you go. You're gonna like him when you get him in. Shout me out in the video and say, Charlie forced me to buy these, and I'm very happy I did. That's your opening line.
I'll just clip this.
Yes.
Clip this and put it in the video.
Yeah. So Melbourne, they had a bunch of really good collabs this year. They just signed Freddie Couples. I know you're not a golfer, but Freddie Couples is like Mr. Smooth Swing. He's fits this brand aesthetic perfectly. Classic, just old dude vibe, but he's just smooth as butter. Like his swing, he's just cool guy. And they added him to their roster, which I think is perfect. They did it in kind of a nonchalant way. He's 66 years old. Yeah, I mean, late 90s, early 2000s, he was the man. It's just like he's
That's
known for
fire.
his swing just being butter. And so it's just a fit for the brand really, really well. It's very Jason Day. So I just want to shout them out because I'm very excited to see what they cook up in 2026 because they're doing some really cool stuff already.
Yeah.
So
That's fire. I mean,
There you go.
that's one thing I'm really excited to see in this sneaker world for 2026 is how golf will just like evolve even more because I feel like 2024, 2025 was like boom.
the
Like,
streetwear
exploded, bro.
culture infusion into golf right now is pretty incredible. There's a lot of really cool
Yeah.
brands getting into it, which is awesome because I'm like, bro, I got my 3 putters sitting next to me. Like I'm golf clubs
Yeah.
are over there. Like I'm lifelong golfer and like it's like perfect timing because being in this world and then also like loving golf and like seeing
Yeah.
all this and like kind of being involved with it's very cool. So yeah, I agree.
It was meant to be. Like you said, perfect timing, bro.
It
That's
is.
so cool. I'm hyped for you
It's a
for
resurgence.
next year. I think it's
Yeah,
gonna be
should be a good
crazy.
year. Yeah, stay tuned. Next week, go over those lists. We'll be dropping that day after Christmas. So if you listen next week, happy late Christmas, happy early New Year. But yeah, I think we've missed enough weeks over the last month and a half that we got to keep pumping through this holiday season. So
Yes, sir. But
thank you for listening. Drop your comments on our lists. I'm very curious to see what people think.
Yep. We'll catch y'all next week. Peace out.